What is up, YouTube? What is up? So today is a leg day. I'm kind of digging these mic'd up videos. I hope you guys are too. Honestly, the engagement's been a little bit higher, so I assume you guys like these type of videos. But I'm gonna make a point to explain my reverse, explain my off season, my mental state, my physical state, how my off season was, and then how I made the transfer with my new coach. And then I have something at the very end of the video, mid-video, that I want to explain to you guys, which is a big step in my career. Gatorade with pre-workout. I got my Ghost Lifestyle Size, which is also known as creatine, and then Ghost Legend, which is pre-workout. Code Taylor will save you 20% on all Ghost Lifestyle products. So snag some, and then you can actually send proof of your order to saylorcodes@gmail.com, and I'll be doing a giveaway, $150 Naka gift card, a Ghost case of energy, and then I believe a Hydrogen gift card. That'll be stoked. Stay tuned for that, but make sure you send proof of your order to saylorcodes@gmail.com. Matthew's been loving training with me because he gets to share these with me each day. It's that in Michigan, I leave them in my car and it freezes them. So after I warm up, I'm going to explain how my reverse went mentally and physically, how I got through it, what exactly I did, and then how I got to where I am now. After my show, I knew the reverse was going to be really hard, and I knew that like within that 8 weeks I had to be strict and I had to do what I could to not blow up. So after my reverse, like I said, I went on vacation. It was great for my mental health. After 38 weeks of being on prep, I needed something like that to look forward to and to get me through those preps and to really just take a break mentally and physically. So after that, I came back, and just like everyone else on reverse, I felt lost. I didn't know what to do, and unfortunately, my coach just never texted me back. So that's why I left my coach, because I never got a text back. So I felt lost. Like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to be. I felt like no one understood where I was at, because when you're in prep, only so many people know how you feel and what you're going through. So November, December, January, I didn't know what to do. I just knew I needed a coach, you know, but for my mental health, I was willing to take that break, take a step back from working with a coach, because I knew I needed a break from my mental and physical health. Like honestly, it helped because I didn't feel like I was on a leash, and I felt like I had some freedom, but I didn't feel like I was doing everything right, and I always needed a goal to look forward to. So it always just felt like I was doing something wrong, and I never looked forward to the gym. For 3 months straight, I didn't have a pump, I didn't look forward to the gym, and I didn't have a goal. So I just felt lost. After that, I knew that I was gonna be traveling. I knew I had things to look forward to, you know, for like food-wise and family-wise, and get together, and like off season's supposed to be fun. You finally get that freedom, but like Thanksgiving, I didn't really have a great time, and I was struggling with food still. You know, like it's just like reverse. Everyone struggles with food. Christmas, like you know, you look forward to things like that, and I was still struggling with food, and it felt weird to eat what other people were eating, and same with New Year's, and I had a problem there. But I then went on vacation with my mom to Hawaii, and then that exact week later, I went to Colorado. I had a great time. I felt like I could eat whatever. I kind of just let go of that. I was eating out, and I was eating good. I mean, I wasn't like burger and fries, you know, I was still eating like light food, salad, banana, oats, you know, like just simple food. I still was just like, dude, I don't even, typically I would feel guilty about not going to the gym. You know, I know you could probably relate, but I was in Colorado and I was like, I don't feel guilty right now. And it wasn't like a good, like, you overcame that. It was more like, I don't want to go back to the gym. And I was really struggling with that. I wasn't looking forward to the gym, but I still made myself go. Personally, to me, it felt like the only thing I should be good at I don't feel good at. I'm known for being a fitness influencer, and I'm known for motivating people and pushing people and inspiring you. I didn't feel inspired, I didn't feel pushed, I didn't feel excited to go to the gym. I literally dreaded it. But I knew that that would change, you know, just have to take time. But I'm like, my last show was in October, so November, December, January, and we were going on February, 4 months, and I still didn't have a pump, still wasn't excited to go to the gym. Still felt anxious, still was super unexcited, and I needed to do something about that. So after I told myself that I was going to be done traveling for the year, and after the holidays, I was going to get a coach and do a hefty off season, so that way I can truly do an off season, you know, and feel good about it and reach a goal, so that way I can do a prep. What I need to do to get there is get a coach. So while the Olympia was happening and while I was traveling, I was looking for new coaches and I was looking for new opportunities, because truthfully, I was burnt out. And that's okay, and that's what happens, but it's scary when you get to that point. Like, yes, you can do a prep and reverse and have a tough time, but when you're burnt out, it's almost like that bad coach that ruins the sport for you. You know, I'm not saying that's what happened, but it felt like that because I was just burnout. 38 weeks, and I'm like, it hurt because I love the gym and I love competing and I love the prep process and I love eating and I love training, and it's just like, I love the fitness industry, but it sucked because I didn't know, it felt like it wasn't there. So what I did was my word and said, after I travel, I'm going to get a coach. I found a great coach, and I explained that in my last video, so if you haven't checked that out, go watch my last video. But I found that coach, and I found a new routine, and I found new workouts, and I found a new program, and I have another supportive person in my corner, which is my coach, and then another door opened for me, and I'm part of a coaching team, and it was just like, all at once. So whole new routine opened up for me. I've been loving training, and I've been loving the program, and I've been loving watching people compete, and I've been loving watching fitness videos now. So I'll explain exactly how I got out of the burnout. So how I got out of that burnout was being disciplined, being consistent. Don't let your feelings get in the way of your actions, because at the end of the day, like, no one cares about your feelings. No one cares that I felt burnout. No one cares that I was lost. No one cares that I didn't know what to do. Because at the end of the day, you gotta stay in that same routine, because it's just your mental. Like, you can have the same routine, okay? You have a good day, bad day, but you still went to work, you know? You still see the same people. It felt like that, but in my own head. So if I just continue to show up, still go to the gym, and still do what I love to do, still record, even though I didn't feel like filming some days, as long as you still do that, just don't let those feelings get in the way of your actions. That's how I felt. And you know, during reverse up to even now, I still struggle with the way I look. I don't want to call it body dysmorphia, because some days we all don't like the way we look. You know, I'm not going to diagnose myself with body dysmorphia just because, you know, some days I probably had more of a high sodium day and I'm holding on to more water. Some days I probably drink a gallon of water and I peed it all out and I'm looking lean, you know. I'm not going to say, oh, body dysmorphia, you know, but during the reverse, I was eating, and I mean, I didn't have someone guiding me, you know. I didn't have somebody there when I was mentally down. Like, I had to do it all myself, and looking back, I'm happy that I showed up, and I'm happy that I continued working. I'm happy that I still was eating healthy even though I didn't know what to do, because, you know, I'm here now and I'm looking back and I'm like, oh wow, like I showed up. Long story short, and how I got out of that burnt out phase was continue showing up no matter how you feel, and just stay in that same routine. And while you're burnt out, keep looking for ways how you can overcome that and get out of that situation. And that's why I got my coach. Okay, so literally that is one broke Smith machine. I don't even know what happened. All right, looks like we're done here. Dude, I'm lucky that I finished my set, to be honest. Look at that. That's like a broken arm. Now I'm just gonna have to do hip thrust right here rather than going to the Smith machine because that's obviously broke. Drink your water. I'm filming this because one, it's 4 plates and I'm doing high and wide because I'm hitting hamstrings and glutes obviously. But I genuinely feel like I am going to, you know what I mean. And if I'm going to and I genuinely feel like it, I want to record it for you guys. Sorry, not sorry. So, yeah, watch me hit the set and see how I feel afterwards.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby.
So what I truly want to continue talking to you guys about is what I'm doing now. So I talked to you guys about where my headspace was at, what I did physically and mentally to overcome how I felt and how to overcome a burnout. But right now, I'm training with my new coach. We're setting some lofty goals for this off season and then my next prep. You know, we're figuring out a game plan. So super stoked about that. And of course, I'll keep you guys updated on here and on my Instagram. So if you don't follow my Instagram, follow my Instagram at I am Taylor Saylor. When I went down to Texas, okay, for summer shredding, my last show, I met Alex Toplin. He's came to me a few different times after the fact and asked if I coached. He told me in person he can tell I have a passion for the sport and he can tell that I love this sport and that I'm pretty good at it, but that I'm doing it for me and not for the fad. So, and that kind of meant a lot because I want people to know that I love the sport. I want you guys to know that I love the sport and I want to continue doing it because I know I'm good at it and I know I can continue doing it and I enjoy it, every part of it, the mental and physical aspect. Like, I love it. It's good for me, it's good for my mental, and it gives me something to look forward to, you know? Like, I don't know, I love this. And he could tell. So we've been in contact since summer shredding. So he reached out and asked me if I coach and if I prep coach. And I said no, but I'm a lifestyle coach, but I'd love to become a prep coach. Hopped on a call with him, which you guys seen in one of the last videos. I believe I was in Hawaii. We set up a game plan to kind of just like work together. I asked if he could mentor me through that, which he is. I am currently on team reform coaching, which is absolutely so sick. And I'm so excited to work with him along with Chase and Aaron, which are the other coaches on Team Reform. And something I love about that whole team is that they're just like-minded, you know, like we are just go-getters. And we truly want to continue competing and grow in this sport. And that's something I love, you know. We don't let our feelings get in the way of what we do and how we do it, we just do it. I truly think that this was a door opening for me, but I want you all to know that I am currently on Team Reform Coaching and I'm super stoked.